So one of the kind of cool things, I guess, about having a smaller channel is that I have time to actually go through and read all the comments, because I do read all of them. And I reply to pretty much all of them. Not every single one, but I'd say it's a good like 99%, something like that, you know? It's a lot, it's a lot. If you're one of the people that comments, you probably know that. But I was thinking the other day like about some of the things that I've heard over the last however many months it's been, and I figured, you know what, maybe I'll make a quick little video, hopefully it's quick, but about some of the ones that kind of stood out to me for whatever reason. I mean, you know, whether they're good or bad, you know, things kind of stick with you because maybe they're funny, maybe it's insightful, you know, whatever. So we're just gonna kind of go down this list real quick. I mean, I got the phone here so I can pull up things, because obviously I'm not gonna remember all the comments that I've received, even though it's only so many. Still, you kind of get where I'm going. So first up, from Jasper Emmanuel. Got these for $56. Love the old so-called feel with the colors. I don't know what so-called is. I'm thinking he meant old school, because I looked up so-called and it has something to do with like Bulgarian gymnastics or something like that. And I'm pretty sure that's not what he's going for. But that was a comment on on some Air Max 1s, the Fierce Purples that I got, right? And the reason that one kind of stood out was only because it was the first comment I ever got, and I was like, oh wow, people are actually like paying attention to this stuff. So let's see, given that was January, I guess it wasn't that far after I started making the videos, but still, it was nice to know that, hey, this might work. This might work. Next up, there's a very long comment from a guy named Ruck. I'm not gonna read the whole thing because it's, you know, mostly, a lot of it is about wrestling and buying shoes from GOAT. And the thing, though, that mattered about that was that he, somewhere in the bottom, said, hey, I'm going to subscribe to this. And so he became, like, subscriber number 1. Is he still a subscriber? I have no idea. I'm not quite sure how to check. I think I know where I can look, but I don't know. Either way, he's the one that got the ball rolling. So that was pretty cool, right? So, past that, next up. So, I've mentioned before on Instagram that when people put like comments where they're just like the pictures, like the emojis, you know, like I don't really respond to those because I'm never sure exactly how to. I mean, I'll like it most of the time, but like, I don't know what to say. It's just like you look at it as like a bunch of like fire pictures and you're like, okay, well that's whatever. And so this comment from Gunplay, who's often in the comments now, like it was just that. It was just like the 3 fire pictures, you know, and I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. But the dude ended up later being like one of my biggest supporters, you know, like to this day. So it's funny because I looked at this first comment, and I don't really remember this happening because, again, it didn't stand out. But when I went back through it, it did. So I'm like, man, like, I very much ignored that comment the first time. Gonna be completely honest with you. But now we actually talk a lot about all kinds of stuff, so it's pretty cool, you know? You meet a lot of people on here. Next up, on the Air Max 720 Northern Lights, Splash, I'm drippy. I remember this comment because I remember as I was opening well, there it is. So he says, that box was taped up like there was drugs in it. And if you go back and you watch that video, I don't know what my mom was doing, but she had all of the tape on that box. I'm just like, I'm so trying to get into this box. I wanted these shoes. Like, it was one of the ones that I was really looking forward to, and I had to put in so much work to get into it. But yeah, I remember seeing that comment. I'm like, I wonder who this guy is. But yeah, so also we ended up being pretty good friends too. Let's see, next up, on the Adidas 3MC, the black ones, the original ones. On feet would have been cool, right? It says Mad Bass TV. Or it could be Mad Bass TV if he's a fisher. I'm not sure. A fisherman? A fisherman. So he says, on feet would have been cool. Now at the time, this was what, March 16th, 3/16 if you're an Austin fan. So I looked at that and I'm thinking, I don't care. You know, that's fine. I mean, maybe it would have been cool, but who really needs an on-foot thing? Well, I do that now. So I guess he knew something I didn't, right? He could tell the future, he had some kind of vision, put it out to me, and I ignored it. But not anymore, so hey, a little shout out to that guy. Next up, Filthy Kicks, who is now Philosophical Kicks. On, what is this? Oh, I was making a little rant, not a rant, but a reason not to rant about things, right? So go check that video out sometime. It's still, I'm gonna say it's a timeless classic. Anyways, so I would love one day to facilitate a discussion on the new generation of sneaker collectors. Somehow we cultivated a culture of spoiled, bratty people that feel they should get everything they want. Well, that kind of says a mouthful. It says a lot of things that a lot of other people have said. One of these days, we're gonna have that talk. I'm not like confirming this, but I mean, well, I guess we did have that talk when he was out here last month, but hopefully I can get him on the show, if you will, and we can have that talk, because I think it'd be a good one. You know, once I get back into like a normal time zone situation. Oh, this one from the Nike, from the Air Max Mars landings, right? You look broke AF. How did you get those? That one I think about all the time because it was like one of the funniest things. He may have truly meant that, and I could see if he meant that because I looked back at like that thumbnail and just like that video. I'm like, I do look very broke and all that. So I get it, dude. I get it, but it stood out. To answer the question, I got them because I have money to get shoes, right? Very simple question or very simple answer to a very simple question. But yeah, that stood out from Mr. B. I think I replied to him. Well, of course I replied to him. I just don't remember what I said. Next up, once again on the Beavis and Buttheads. Ripped as a mofagga. Look at them delts, all kinds of gains, and nice review. I get stuff like that sometimes, and it makes me chuckle to myself, because it's like, what is this guy doing? So that was a Sage Seno. Next up, okay, let's see, what is this? Okay, that one did not need to be in here. Well, yes it did. Okay, I see why that's here now. So, Adidas, the Game of Thrones House of Targaryen, the Ultra Boost, right? From Breezy Cakes 23, who I don't know him personally now, but I know him enough. You know, a lot of these names are starting to look familiar. Awesome vid, bro. I like how you threw the on foot on the side of the vid. Very cool. I still need to watch your Air Max collection video. Just been super busy. Also, you're almost at 100 subs. Keep up the grind, right? Kind of dates yourself when you like actually read these out. But yeah, that's obviously when I started doing that whole on foot thing that other dude had mentioned. So I started it. People took to it, and they're like, oh, that looks kind of cool. Next up, once again from Splash I'm Drippy. Also on a Game of Thrones shoe, but on the White Walkers. He's laughing about my dad jokes because I forget the one. What was it to me? Oh yeah. Maybe I'll throw a clip in there so I don't have to repeat it. Yeah, I'll do that because I don't remember exactly how it went. But I remember it was elegantly terrible. Why do astronomers put beef in their shampoo? For meteor showers. You're welcome. Someone passed that on to me, and now I pass it on to you. All right. And he says, it was funny though. See? So there you go. Thank you, Splash, for that support. Alright, next up on the Touch of Lime Element 87s. Nike keeps restocking the colorway you originally wanted. They got them in stock right now on Nike.com. So that was kind of a cool thing, because it's like people, this guy, Zachy209, which I remember referencing this in the later pickup video. So I put a video out there, talked about something that I wanted, you know, and sometime later he went back to that video and was like, hey, like the shoe that you're saying you want in here, like it's out there, you go get it. It ended up being a bit of a glitch on Nike's side, you know, and I did get them, but not that day. It was like a couple days later. But yeah, so it was just kind of cool to know that people sometimes watch these videos and then like they come back to like tell me things. I was like, man, that's all right. I mean, he's, in a sense, he cost me like $140 or something, but I do support the fact that he did that, like, totally support it. Okay, this one, you guys know McFly KOF, right? He commented on one of my Pro Wrestling Crate things. I'm starting to regret not paying attention to Funkos. I'm not the biggest pop guy by any means, but there is a ton of them that I need to backtrack and get. I have a special dislike for John Cena, but that clear pop is cool. Shout out to HBK. Great pickups, right? he has a Funko channel now. So he got into it. He went back and he's making the Funko thing happen. I actually sent him 2 from Comic-Con this year. A bronze Bruce Lee and a standard Bruce Lee. They were Bait exclusives. So go check him out. He's doing his thing. McFly Funko, I think it is. There will be a link somewhere. Alright. Here's another one. Nice honest comment, right? So, on the Adidas, the Game of Thrones, the White Walkers, Parafreak92 says, "This guy talks a lot. Came here for the shoe. I'm well aware of that. I put timestamps in there now, but I'm still going to talk a fair amount, right? That's not going away. Because as I was reading through these, they're not all in here, but sometimes some people like that. You know, they like hearing about the person that they're watching. I do, you know, because it gives me some idea of if I should really, like, pay attention to this person, like what kind of person they are. Because you can have all the cool shoes in the world that I would like and be a terrible person, and that means I don't care about you now, right? But if we got some stuff in common, or you're like, I just like the way you do things, like, you know, then you got my full support, right? That's just me, though. Maybe that's you, too. Comment down below. Alright, next up, removing scuff marks plus an Air Max frequency pack review. I just shared this video to old Derek Armstrong, my co-host, if you will, on Wrestling Talk, because he scuffed his shoes. Hopefully it's working out for him. I had lost hope because today at school I had a little scuff on the front of my Air Max 97 towards the end of the day, so 2 hours before this comment, I lost hope thinking I had to never wear those shoes, but came onto this video, did the sanitized trick, removed my white scuff in 15 seconds or less, all caps. Thank you so much, still all caps. Like this vid 100% legit. So I read that in a weird way because there's no punctuation in it. Please put punctuation in things, it really helps. But yeah, so that was Louis Bizarre, right? So he watched that video about the removing the scuff marks and was like, yeah, this helps. So again, when people do stuff like that, and like I see the usefulness of the things that I'm doing, it's pretty cool. Moving on though, double unboxing with the Volt Air Max Plus and the Volt Air Max 97 Ultra, which I still haven't worn, I don't think. This guy, 45LXUD, Space Mouth, says, show off an outfit. I think the 97 and Monarch series are hard to pull off. Maybe they are, but if you've been paying attention to me, and I know some of you guys pay attention more than others, I'm not the guy for like sharing outfits, you know what I'm saying? Like pro wrestling tees up top, Old Navy down below. If it's a shirt and it's a pair of pants, I am essentially done, and I don't really care how it looks past that. So I'm not going to be the outfit guy. Another House of Targaryen comment. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Parafreak92. I feel like I just said that name a minute ago. I paused the video the moment he said he don't watch the show. Grammatically incorrect, but it's cool, you still made the cut. Alright, so here's the thing. I remember like seeing this, and I replied to the dude, and I'm like, why would you pause it? Like, why not just close it? Right? Because doesn't that make more sense? If you don't support something, like, why pause? Are you going to come back to it when you feel like you're ready to, like, hear what I have to say? No, you're not, because this is not how the internet works. So I'm just like, dude, why did you pause it and not close it? Because I'm curious. I was curious about that. I wanted to know. And he's like, I did close it, bandwagon guy. I'm like, alright, call it how you see it, dude. Have a nice rest of your day, right? Because, you know, I'm a courteous kind of dude. And then he never came back and said anything else. So, what can you do? He's probably off in someone else's account. Maybe you guys, who are also YouTube people, some of you, maybe you've seen that name come across your comment section. Alright, another comment on a pro wrestling crate. Gone but not forgotten. From Breezy Cakes 23. Bro, you got more shirts in this video than I have in my whole wardrobe. Awesome video. Also like how shredded. How you are so shredded. Want to be that lean one day. Hashtags full of souls. I haven't seen that hashtag in a while. I don't know if he's still doing that. But yeah, man, like, if you've been paying attention, I got a lot of shirts. Like, a whole lot of shirts. I mean, I'm not going to run down the whole closet thing because it's unnecessary. But, again, like I said some time ago, if you pay attention to, like, the videos I do, and you are looking at, like, the different shirts I wear, I record a lot of videos on a single day, often, but I haven't repeated the same shirt twice, except for one time. One time. So over the I think I'm at like 125-ish uploads or something like that. Out of all those, yeah, it's a lot of different colors, a lot of different shirts I mean. So, you know, it's a small thing that I just slip in there and no one ever really notices. Alright, what jeans are you wearing in that on foot for my Wolf Gray and Rush Pink Air Max 90 Essentials? Says Kanishk Devweldy, or something to that effect. Something I got from Old Navy. I probably responded with exactly that in the comments because, again, not a wardrobe dude, so don't expect much. And then this guy, the audacity of some people. The Nike React Presto, right? So we're getting into some more recent things. He says, MJ, wait, this dude lives in Korea? To which I reply, he does? Like, well, I don't understand that. Like, were you asking somebody else about me? Or like, I just didn't quite get it. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to reply because why not? Next. Alright, the Air Max Day collection, right? This guy says he deserves more subscribers. Close up of that one, right? Bam, get that out there so you guys can all see it. Just going to leave that there for a second. Speaks for itself. I probably just said, I agree. Alright, Nike Air VaporMax 3 Flyknit. Alright, ordered these after watching this video, so thank you. That's kind of cool, I guess, says Jack Snowdon. Or Snowden? I don't know. Either way, it's weird to think that somebody would buy something because of something I said or showed or whatever. Outside of like personal conversations, like when we're like, yeah, should I get this or that? But now I'm like, yeah, well, you like these, so blah, 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 you know. This is I don't know that dude, right? Alright, also on the Air Max 90 Essential. Burman Bettis. Alright. Man, I see why you only got 313 subs, because this review is, all caps and lots of O's, boring. I'm sleepy face, couple Z's, bed, 3 exclamation points, 3. Man, be a little more enthused. Well, you know what? No, to that, I'm not. I'm going to be as enthused as the shoe makes me. It's part of an honest review. Also, to correct this, it's like 575 now, so apparently other people think that I'm not as boring as this guy. So I appreciate you, Burman Bettis, but you're wrong apparently. Well, I won't say you're wrong, but not a lot of people are with you. I'm not. Alright, new comment on Nike Air Max or Air VaporMax 2019 black and multicolor. So, Gulpman102, and I keep forgetting to come back to this. That's why it's in here. Very clean shoe. Can you do fitness videos? Does anybody really want to see that? And if so, what would you want to see in them, right? That was the same thing I said to him. Because I've never watched one, so I don't know what goes into a fitness video. Other than, like, fit people, right? And I mean, I guess I'm that, but I don't know, for content-wise, I don't know what you guys would be trying to see, so let me know. Alright, on the Ultra Boost Mid, I haven't seen those in a while. From, no, all caps, of course, no videos, 1 million subs, which is kind of funny now that I think about it. How's Gruth? Skull face. By the way, I'm South Korean. You know, I kind of forgot how I used to like rant about some of the the things happening in my life or whatever. And Gruth, like I actually just talked to her last weekend or something like that. I'm gonna have to cover that another time. She's fine, but again, I think I said something once before. All those like stereotypical things I heard about like Asian women drivers, I lived it and I was scared beyond belief. Moving on. New comment on the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Lundmark versus Static. I remember that video. Very underwhelming video. Any giveaways coming soon? Would really appreciate a reply. Thanks, says Joshua Garcia. And you know what? I replied to him because at the time, no was the answer. So I said, no, not right now, but thanks for coming by, something to that effect. And then I did a giveaway like the next day or something like that, you know, because it was on my mind at that point, now that he brought it up. So he probably missed out because he probably just like went away after I said no to him. But I didn't lie to him because, you know, honesty is important. It's just that in the moment, no was the actual answer. So next up, once again on the Flyknit 3s, the Vapor Maxes. So, Richard Ball says, not gonna lie, but you are actually better than the Soul Brothers. I mean, I like having a compliment thrown my way once in a while, but they mean a little bit more when I know what they mean, right? I don't know who the Soul Brothers are. Thanks though, I do appreciate it. Alright, on the high-res yellow, true blue I-5923s. Let's see. Hi. Oh, this comes from Hautowin. Hi, good day. Double greeting there, I guess. I would like to ask something because just like your Iniki, mine doesn't have the traditional I-5923 on the stripes, and my questions are, is that alright, and why did Adidas have a version of this Iniki that doesn't have the I-5923 placed along the stripes? This question kind of made me think about some of the little details that I miss from time to time, because he's right. Not every Iniki, or not Iniki, 5923 has the branding on the side. What we came to the realization of after like a little back and forth and me going through some old pictures and shoes was that the earlier models, the ones that are built like the earlier models, where like they're that sort of a really soft cottony nylon, whatever that is, those all have it. The newer ones where there's like kind of meshy or kind of leathery, those ones don't. So it seems to just be based on the material, not so much that they necessarily stopped doing it. Because Iniki, or Adidas, they still make a couple variations of those shoes. I don't know that they've completely phased out one or the other, but they've got at least a good 3 models out there, and they're all a little different in their own way, and apparently they don't all have the branding. So there you go. I like that comment because it made me pay attention to something that I hadn't noticed before. Also along that same lines, I didn't put it in here, but somebody once brought up the tongue situation and how on the leather pair, the tongue was like separated, whereas normally on every other one it's just one piece. So again, some of those details that I missed, but people point them out and they're like, hey, does your pair look like this too? I'm like, oh, wow, it does. Alright, next up we got a weekend wear test Air Max 270 psychedelic art from, who is this? Not Q5ACE69. So when they have 69 in their name, that's how you know they're like a legitimate account. Just saying. Yo, he starts off. Who just found this channel from unboxing videos, then watched every single one of his videos and subscribed? To which I replied, likely nobody, because really? Moving on. New comment on the Air Max 1 Premium University Gold, the first one because it says why they're going back, because they were flawed. Alright, Donovan Burnett, he says, you lame ASF, bruh. Well, you know what? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know, that's up to you. I mean, if that's what this guy thinks, that's cool, you know? I mean, hey, his comment stood out enough to make the cut, so he's got that. He's not watching this video, I'm almost certain of it. But it's things like that that kind of, you know, they bring a smile to my face because it is kind of funny. Alright. Also, this next one. Adidas Ultra Boost 2.0, the multicolor, the rainbow gradients, right? So, Jamie Obispo says, time to go to sleep. I was so ready to like reply to this comment because, again, somebody had told me this like in person. It was actually a Philosophical Sneaks because he was telling me that with the way a lot of my videos are, he'll put them on and it helps his child get to sleep because of the way I speak. And I'm like, that's alright, like that's kind of cool, you know, like I know I usually when I'm doing like, when I get to like the actual review part, the tone changes and I try to speak a little more directly about the shoe and take all the extra inflection out so people understand, yes, this is what I'm talking about and I want you to understand that this is important if you're caring about the actual review. And then I kick it back up when I need to like, you know, have a little more, not necessarily enthusiasm, but to kind of hold your attention, right? So anyways, he says, time to go to sleep. And I was about to say, dude, my friend just told me like that's how his kids get to sleep. But he deleted the comment. Or she. It's 2019. Women can make comments too. They seem to mostly not though, at least on my account. Next up, speaking of comments, new comment on Adidas Ultra Boost 19 Cloud White, Crystal White, and Multicolor. So, this guy, Crazy Rain, with 2 N's because it's that serious, he says, first. He was not first. Like, I don't know how he thought he was. That was one of the rare times, and I remember because I went and looked, like, didn't I just make a comment with my own account? Yeah, I posted the video and then went in there and put the little pinned comment saying, like, start date, review time, on foot time. And then he's like, first. And I'm like, just like that. So, he wasn't, but I appreciate the energy that he brought in, you know? He came in hot. Unfortunately, he came in wrong. New comment on the Air Jordan 1 Retro Obsidian on foot review. So, obviously we are very much at the end of this. So, Apostolos Kapatos, I probably said that all kinds of wrong, but this one is in here because as of right now, which is Saturday, September 21st, 8:50 in the morning, he says, or she, again, could be a woman, love watching your videos, bro. Keep up the good work. That one's in there because it's the last one. And it's also a somewhat positive message to end on, right? Because my videos are amazing and I am going to keep up the good work, right? He says good, that's an understatement. We all know the truth. So, again, thank you guys for sitting through this. Hopefully you took something away from it. What you can take away from it, I don't know. I guess maybe the fact that I like entertaining comments. So there's that. But until then, until you guys see me in your homes or wherever, again, thank you for watching. And I don't have another video coming too soon, or maybe I do. Actually, you know what? I think I do because I checked the tracking number this morning and I should have something in like maybe 2 to 3 days. And I don't remember what it is because I buy more shoes than I should. But there you have it. Alright people, enjoy the rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are, and we'll be doing this again soon. I can tell you that much.